What is up, everybody? How you all doing out there? I hope this video is finding you well. Welcome to another episode of Right On In. My name, for those of you who do not know, is Andrew J. Stillman, and we are only a few days away from getting started with National Novel Writing Month. So I don't know how you feel about that. I'm kind of nervous and ready. There's plenty of content all over this channel about Nano, so please feel free to hop around the novel writing playlist to see if you can benefit from any of the tutorials I have done so far. But today we are just going to talk about some sensory details, which I know is kind of elementary, but the thing is, since everybody knows what sensory details are, I find that they're oftentimes overlooked just because people kind of have this, oh, I already know what it is idea, and they don't actually practice staying connected with their senses. So, quick little kindergarten recap, just in case you do not know. The 5 senses are sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Lesson over. Nah, I'm just kidding. It wouldn't be any fun that way. I actually am very excited about today's video because I bought a drone. So today, the rest of the footage is actually going to be drone footage of me doing the exercises that I'm about to give you. So before we get started, if you haven't already, please take a moment to hit that little subscribe button, followed by the bell notification so we can all go through Nano together next month. All of that now out of the way, just without further ado, let's get right on in. Perhaps, like me, you'll benefit from taking this outside. Connecting with nature and peace. Close your eyes as you become aware of your surroundings. Pause, reconnect, and take a walk. What do you feel? What do you smell? What can you hear? Pause again. Feel the sun, the warmth of the breeze on your skin. And carry on. Connecting with every sense. Reflecting on your journey. Write out your experience. Perhaps again benefiting from nature. First, drown out the sound of the world. Continue with your walk, perhaps right after your sight exercise. What's different now that you can see but cannot hear? Do you feel more connected? At peace? Aware of your surroundings? Perhaps now you can even feel the vibration of the trees. Wherever you are, whatever you do, whenever you go to write out your experience, just remember to connect. Ideally, next I would have you get a cologne or a perfume bottle or a scented candle, diffuser for essential oils or something like that. Plug your nose. Focus first on the sense of taste. Can you taste the smell? For sight, if it's a perfume or cologne bottle, describe it. Does it smell how it looks? Same for a candle or an oil. If it is a candle, Can you hear the faintest little sizzle of the flame as it burns away the wick? How does the melted wax feel as it twists and molds the shape of the candle? What about a character arc for the candle? How has it changed by the time it's all gone? There's always a story hidden somewhere. With your tongue either hanging freely in your mouth or taking a mouthful of water and holding it there. First, write about the idea of the sensation of not being able to taste a thing. If you do have water in your mouth, focus on the tastelessness of it. The idea of something existing in your mouth that you cannot taste. With food in front of you, hopefully something aromatic, do the opposite that you did for smell. Can you taste the food through the nasal passage? Explain, even silently to yourself, what you see with the eyes. Depict any sizzle or spat that may come from the food if it's hot. How the food itself or the plate you're holding feels in your hand. Take a bite with your nose open and another with it plugged. Spend a minute focusing on the smell-taste connection. Reflect on how the taste does or does not change with the removal of your nose. To the best of your abilities, sit in a chair, raise your arms, maybe your legs as well, or sit in a place high enough to let your legs dangle. Focus on the idea of the weightlessness in your hands. Think about what it might be like if you were missing a hand or a foot or any other limb. How would that affect your sense of touch? If your character has the ability to fly, then this is also a great time to reflect on the idea of total weightlessness. The ability to actually defy gravity. How it might feel to have the air at your disposal. Focus on your fingerprints. If you put your hand on your face, do your fingers respond to your forehead differently than your palm? How does that make you feel? Was it something you might not have noticed if you hadn't focused on it? And there we have it, friends. 5 little exercises for you to reconnect with your senses. You don't have to do them exactly as I just did, obviously, but spend some time just removing senses and adding, paying attention to the other senses that are around it, just to see how your senses heighten and decrease based on what you add and subtract from it. I had a great time with this video today, so I hope that you've had some fun connecting with your senses as well. I have one video left on Thursday that's just wrapping up the month and announcing what I got planned for next month besides just writing my book, but I don't know about you, but I'm definitely ready to get right on over the National Novel Writing Month. But before we do that, we have to get right on into it, so I hope you're as ready as I am. See you on Thursday.